The structure of JUnit version 4.11 in JUnit. Here you can see the structure of JUnit version 4.11. By version 4.11, the transitive dependencies have proliferated seemingly unchecked. We are far from the short dependency chains and few cyclic dependencies of good structure. And this ultimately is the point. A software user experience realization is just another term for what software does. This user experience realization and its structure are, however, practically orthogonal. Perhaps hundreds of thousands of programmers use JUnit daily. It is a phenomenally well-tested piece of software and it works beautifully. Yet this tells us nothing about its structure. Structure is not about execution, it's about development cost. The greater the interconnectedness of a structure and more ripple effects can occur during updates and more costly those updates can grow. You cannot test good structure into a design. JUnit exemplified this. It was written test first, but its structure has nevertheless degraded significantly with time. Testing, at least unit and exception testing as we generally know them, is about user experience realization. We write unit tests such as verify what bank account balance does not fall below 0. We do not write unit tests such as verify that package A has no dependencies on package B, C, D, or Z, yet later is precisely the type of consideration we must take when we create a structure. Here you can see runners interacts with runners here, and here experimental interacts with model runners and runner. Here categories interacts with model runners, framework and runner. Here max interacts with runner, notification, runners here, and runner. Here results interacts with internal model and runner. Here text UI interacts with runner, framework. Here supply interacts with theories. Here theories interacts with supplier, max, runners, model, internal, and JUnit. Here runners interacts with theories, max, categories, experimental, runner here, and model and statements here, and internal and model and notification here, and rules, JUnit rules, runners and runner. Here runner interacts with results, max, categories, experimental, runner, model, internal, runners, framework. Here runner interacts with runner, text UI, and here runners interacts with runner, runners, runner. Here model interacts with runners, runner, runners, theories, categories, experimental, and requests, statements, internal, model, and rules, and rules here. Here framework interacts with text UI, runner, runner here, and runners here, and internal and notification and manipulation. Here internal interacts with runners here and runner here, results, model and requests, matches, model and notification, and JUnit. A manipulation in interacts with the runner, framework, categories and runners here, and requests. Here the notification interacts with framework, runner and results, max, runners, model, internal, model and builders. Here request interacts with manipulation, internal, runner and model. Here internal interacts with theories, model, and here model interacts with notification, model, and here rules interacts with model and runners, and here rules interacts with runners and statements, JUnit, and here external extension interacts with framework, runners, and here statement interacts with rules, model and runners. Here builders interacts with runners, model, runners and requests. Here JUnit interacts with internal, rules, theories, runners here, and model and internal. Here matches interacts with the rules and matches. Here matches interacts with rules and matches and internal. Now this is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much for watching it.